I'm ready for my high elfin lore. What are we? Wait, why are we in the woods? No, you are not doing a video on those disgusting wood elves. We high elves have a much higher need to be recognized, to be respected, to be heard. Dude, shut up. You like the new set? What is this new set? It's called production values, man. Deal with it. So, we are doing this video on high elves, right? There's nothing that's going to sneak up out of nowhere and try to kill me, right? Dude, no, nothing's gonna try to kill you. Except for that dark elf. Ha! Just messing with you. Actually, we're going to talk about arguably one of the most high elves that, even I can say is super awesome. They tend to come from a woodland background, and they happen to use a weapon that I think no high elf has ever really specialized in ever. The axe. What? No, you're not talking about... Yep, we're talking about Korhil, the captain of the White Lions. So before we talk about this high elf hero, we have to talk about the group that he's a part of, the White Lions. The only elves in Ulthuan, that use axes? Despite arguments and offers from high elven nobles, and even previous Phoenix Kings, they have always chosen to keep their favorite weapons, if not out of respect for the White Lions who came before them, but out of respect for their history as the protectors of the Phoenix Kings. You see, their story is kind of tied to the harsh lands of northern Ulthuan, where you will find very, very hardy elves, if you can believe that there is such a thing, who live alongside wild, untamed wilderness. They do this for a very, very specific reason. This land was left like this just to deter dark elven raiding parties. The people often form hunting parties to scour the wilderness for any sign of an invasion and then swiftly destroy it. Knowing the wilderness like the back of their hands, the hunting parties have stopped numerous threats against their people, most notably an assassination attempt against King Kalidor I. You see, the would-be king was hunting in the northern forests of Charisse. There he received news that he was to be chosen as the next Phoenix King. With great haste he made his way towards the shrine of Azorian to be crowned. His haste was rewarded with a dark elven assassin who was lying in wait in the forest to ambush the soon-to-be crowned king. The two dueled, with neither Kalidor or his opponent gaining the advantage. The sounds of this battle rung out through the forest, scattering woodlife and alerting the hunters. They dashed through the woodland to find the battle. With no regard to their lives, the hunters threw themselves into the fray. They hefted their axes into the air and brought them down upon the assassin. Kalidor recognized their courage and made the huntsman his personal bodyguard. These hunters became known as the White Lions for their fierceness and courage in battle. Each member personally slays one of these beasts in single combat to prove their worth. They are also known to rear these lion cubs and turn them into ferocious beasts of battle. The battle against one such beast is when Korhil acquired his fame. As a young man, Korhil was, kind of a bit off. For you see, he set out to conquer a beast that had slain dozens of other hunters, far more experienced than himself. The great lion Sharandis was a beast tainted by chaos. Its skin was an armored shell that caused it to shrug off devastating blows that would easily fell other creatures. Despite this, Korhil trekked the Sharcian uplands to track his prey. It was easy to follow the trail of devastation in the beast's wake. Broken trees, mauled animals, and the dead bodies of those who had attempted to slay the monster marked its path. When Korhil finally encountered the beast, it was near mad with bloodlust. With a clash of steel against armored hide, their ferocious battle began. Quickly the hunter realized that his blade would not cut through the hide of the beast in front of him. So, in a strike of genius, or many would say madness, Korhil dropped his weapon to the ground and wrestled the mutated beast. With the strength unheard of from an elf, he choked and beat the life out of Sharandis. Word of his success soon reached the Phoenix King, who sent Korhil an immediate invitation to his personal guard, the third time in the High Elven history that such an invitation was sent. Not being a fool, the young hunter accepted the offer. He served for many years, proving to be a bulwark against the enemies of his king. And when the captain of the White Lions met his end at the blade of a dark elven assassin, it was obvious who would be chosen to take his place. As captain, Korhil served his lord for many years, always giving his all to protect others. Once he threw himself directly at a manticore to protect his liege. The White Lion was badly wounded, but managed to disembowel the beast before slipping into unconsciousness. For that deed, Korhil was presented with a magical belt that makes him all but impervious to poison. His strength is often highlighted, but many of his own soldiers, and even those who command him in battle, note that his dexterity with his weapon, if not more so, than his strength. His attitude is another point that others, whether commanding him or following him, note. His honest demeanor and noble bearing have made him many friends, within the High Elven court and among the other races. You see, whenever a friend of his is in danger, he requests the king for the opportunity to assist them. As long as the Phoenix King's permission is granted, he gladly marches out to meet the enemies of his allies, which has led to Korhil's reputation as a fearsome combatant all across the old world.